Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Kim's Butterfly Effect. Thank you for joining me. A really quick announcement before I get into the zodiac reading. Excuse me. So, first of all, sorry I haven't been posting the daily collectives, and I'm a little bit later than I wanted to be with the zodiac sign monthlies. But I've been doing a little bit of thinking, and as you guys know, I mean, I share a little bit of personal stuff with you guys, but not too much. But I will say that as far as making this channel an actual business, I think I'm going to pump the brakes on that for a little while. So I'm not focusing on Patreon. I'm not going to do the whole Patreon thing like I had mentioned before. And I'm just going to put content out as I want to put content out. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself because it takes the joy away from it. And I really enjoy it. I don't want to stop enjoying it. So to me, this is going to be more like a hobby. Something that I just enjoyed doing. And then, you know, because like all week long, you know, I mean, I went to the doctor. I have a pulmonologist that I have to go see, and I didn't get the best news. So, you know, needing to absorb what I heard, needing to kind of plan or replan my future. It's been kind of like plaguing me. So this week I haven't really been able to put out much content or any content because I've been a little overwhelmed, a little bit consumed in self-pity, I suppose you could say. There's a lot to think about. Let's just put it that way. A lot of planning and a lot to think about. I'm not going to get into details, like I said, but because it is a little personal. But wasn't the best, and it's a little scary. So I'm just gonna do this as a hobby, and that way it'll take the pressure off of me. It'll take any expectations that you might have off of you. All right. So with that said, let's get into this reading, shall we? All right. Thanks for joining. I'll see you soon. Hey Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Kim's Butterfly Effect. I am going to do your August reading, and the way I'm going to do this is to break it up into 3 parts, the beginning, middle, and end of August. And so I'm going to shuffle the cards and see what's going on with you, Gemini. Hopefully all is well, but we shall take a look. All right, so just give me a moment to shuffle and lay out these cards. Each row will have 5 cards, and the center card will be sort of like the main energy in each row. So that's how it's worked out. I didn't plan that. It just kind of happened to lay out that way in the first 2 readings that I did. So I'm going with it. I liked it. It felt comfortable, and Spirit always hooks me up. So, all right. So let's see. Gemini. I keep wanting to say Taurus with you, Gemini, and I just recorded Taurus, so forgive me if I do. If I slip and say Taurus, I don't mean it. Gemini. Gemini. I'm hearing that song, Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen. My goodness. Alright, Gemini. You feel like people don't understand you. Yeah, you're feeling like people don't understand you. I don't think that's the case. And it may be for some of you, but I don't think for all of you. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I married a Gemini. That's the only reason I'm saying it. But, because I understand him a lot better than he thinks I do. But let's see. But you may be feeling that people are just not on the same page or understanding where you're coming from. And that may not necessarily be true, but your feelings are there for a reason, so it's worth exploring. Okay. August. All right, so your overall energy for the month is the Four of Cups. I don't feel like you're necessarily that interested in doing much. I think in the first part of August, you are really thinking about your independence, building on yourself, recreating yourself. And I feel like this is coming from you know, in the beginning of August, it almost feels like a liberation, right? Like the light's shining on you, you're getting attention, but it may not necessarily be the attention that you want or need. And I think it's causing you to kind of go into recluse. It's almost like a healing part. Like I think part of this excitement or part of this good feeling is getting the time that you need to recover. And I think you're recovering from the intensity of something and also knowing the truth about something. Thoughts could be spinning and spinning and spinning over here. But I think the more you go within and the more you see the reality of something, the more you can come to grips with it and get a better understanding of what's happening around you. And even in an area that you may not have been in agreement with, starting to see how changing your mind may benefit you later on. But I feel like you don't have... You know, I feel like this sort of feels a little numb to me. Especially with that Four of Cups there. It's almost like not being too excited about life in general. It's almost boredom, you know. It almost feels like boredom. And it almost feels like, it feels like woe is me too, you know, with the Four of Cups. Like, oh, I suppose that's okay, but not really interested, you know. It kind of feels like that. But let me clarify a little more what's going on this first part of August for you. Of course, my cards are going to fall all over the floor. All right, you've got the Queen of Wands. The Six of Swords, again, it came out twice in that first part. And the Temperance card. Okay, so what was feeling really uncomfortable? What was making you feel sad or disinterested in anything? It sort of like it's like on the, it's like a touch of depression here, you know? I think you're starting to see or understanding how even though this is uncomfortable, how it's still good for you. But there's a healing that needs to go through this. There's still a healing process with this. But I also feel like you're trying to come up with a solution to make things work for everybody involved. But it's going to take a lot of a different type of thinking. So the self-defeating thought process that you were having, or that battle, that's balancing itself out. The thoughts are balancing themselves out. Now that you see clearly, the thoughts are balancing themselves out. They're more productive thought processes. They're more, it's like a more productive thinking, you know? And I really feel like a lot of that has to do with putting your emotions to the side, because how you feel about this isn't really what's moving this forward. It's the action behind it. And it's the well thought out planning behind it. And so I think moving into the middle part of August, there's going to be a lot of probably studying, probably a lot of aha moments. And I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of research, so it seems. And I feel like it's because you've decided to walk away from where you thought your stability lied, or where you thought you were feeling nurtured. And if you weren't, then walking towards where you will feel that way. And I feel like with the research and with the clarity that's coming in the middle of August, you're feeling a little bit more optimistic, a little bit more energized, a little bit more knowledgeable in what you're heading towards. And it's causing you to feel a little more grounded, a little more stability, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's where your energy is in the middle of August. And I will clarify that. And you've got the Page of Wands, the Chariot, and the Lover. So it's like moving towards something that you're connected to. This could be travel as well. Traveling towards something that I'm feeling lighthearted, okay? But you may, I really want to say, be careful in the middle of August not to put all your eggs in one basket, or to get too excited about something that you're not fully informed about. Because coming out of August, it doesn't feel so good. The middle of August feels great. It's almost like there's this upswing in this emotion because you're starting to see things moving forward. But then there's this sense of loss, this sense of sadness coming out of August. And I think it's because you may be questioning a decision that you made. You may be regretting a decision that you made, one that you thought was going to make you feel good. So a risk that you may have taken, a leap of faith that you may have taken, may turn out to be not such a great idea. And so I would caution you in August to really think things through a little bit more thoroughly, because you're the beginning of August, it's like having clarity, having understanding, needing to go within, really think about your next move, and then the center, and then coming into the middle of August, it's like acting on that, what it is that you've gone over, and feeling excited about it and moving forward. And then by the end of August, you're like, well, damn, I don't know if that was the right choice. I don't think I made the right choice. And then really going in your head and like causing, and this is like really provoking anxiety. And I feel like it feels like there's this overzealous energy. And I feel like if that can't be balanced out, then you could feel disappointed by the end of August and then just really lose interest in things. And then once you start losing interest again, it's almost like that drive and that passion that you had in the middle of August starts to wind down. It could be from being disillusioned. And I don't think anybody else is causing this disillusion with you. I think this is with yourself. I feel like you're not seeing things for what they are. And that's tough, Gemini. That's tough. It's almost like, yeah, woe is me. Like, you're not alone. Yeah, I think there may be a fear of being alone. And Spirit's trying to say you're not alone. Even if you feel alone, if you're alone physically, you're still not alone. You just got to be able to open up to Spirit. They're there. Surrender. Yeah, Spirit wants you to surrender, and the rebirth is assured. Like, this cannot sustain. This cannot last forever. But you may be feeling like it is. And Spirit's like, it's not. You've just got to be able to... one, see things for what they are. See things for how they are. Two, don't be so hard on yourself when they don't plan out or pan out the way you anticipated them to. And rework your plan. Rework your ideas. Maybe not put so many expectations like you expect an outcome to be so much better than what it is. Like, it's like wine taste, beer budget. Do you understand? And it may not even have to do with money. It could have to do with your expectations on things. The way you expect people to behave, the way you expect people to think, the decisions that you expect people to make. You might find you might be getting disappointed, okay? So where you may feel that in the middle of August things are going your way because of pre-planning or preconceived ideas may not go the way you expected them to. So it would be wise to dot your I's, cross your T's, go over things, rethink things, analyze things, really be more realistic about your surroundings too. Kind of like taking the blindfold off and seeing things for what they truly are. And Spirit definitely has your back in this. And when you find that, when you're able to do that, then you're going to be able to work on more realistic goals. And the spark or the spark for life, the passion will come back. But I feel like the center, the middle of August is going to feel great, but I feel like you really got to be cautious coming out of August, because you might get a little overzealous in the middle of August, okay? And I feel like August can go differently. The end of August can go differently if you don't put all your eggs in one basket when you're feeling really good and optimistic. I feel like that's a time to enjoy, but not a time to plan. So I hope that makes sense, Gemini. And yeah, really put a lot of thought into your steps moving forward. All right, until next time, I enjoy reading for you, and I hope you have a good month of August. Namaste.